It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Green Bay Packers and the New Orleans Saints. And it kicks off next on Madden NFL 25.
It's a building that's meant so much to the city of New Orleans and all of its residents over the years. And our coverage of the NFL has brought us to it, Caesars Superdome. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Huard. I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Blake Grupe out and ready to send this away. And here we go from New Orleans. Has this at the 6. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the Utah State product and former first-rounder back in 2020, Jordan Love.
It took Jordan Love a little while for him to get his chance to start in the NFL. He had to watch Aaron Rodgers for a number of years, but guess what? Aaron had to watch Brett, and it paid huge dividends. And it sure looks like Jordan Love, to start his career, is doing the same. He didn't just watch Aaron Rodgers. He worked on his game. He developed his game over 3 years. And when he got his chance, he sure looked like a young star at the position.
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. From the 34. That's reeled in by Jayden Reed. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good for a Green Bay first down. Love from the gun. Able to get it to Reed. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Handoff here to Jacobs. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
These aren't the plays that will lead highlight reels, but they're the ones that win you ball games. What a nice game by the back. And now his offense can go in any number of directions on 1st and 10.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Thrown on first down, Love. This finds Dobbs. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup. Second and 6 coming up here. Love out of the shotgun. This is on target to Christian Watson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Give him 24 on that play. And it'll be first down, Packers.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Wow, wide open here, complete. Touchdown, Green Bay. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Brandon McManus on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Saints nothing.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Here comes Williams on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. And then brought out by the second rounder who's been climbing the leaderboard since 2014 at a Fresno State, Derek Carr.
One thing you can always trust about Carr is to give you a lot of games and a whole lot of numbers as a starter each and every season. He's just got a lightning quick release. I love watching him throw a football, but he's not gotten a lot of chances at postseason moments. In time, well, time is not on his side.
He's got Shaheed. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Jair Alexander with the stop.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. And they were Johnny on the spot.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They go play action with Carr. Looking for a target. Gets caught left side by Hill. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. From the shotgun, Carr. Can't find anyone open, and he's forced to throw it away.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Here comes the Saints punting unit. Keyshawn Nixon returning this for the Packers. The fair catch taken in at the 28-yard line. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And the Packers will take over possession. Packers taking the field now, their second series of the game coming up. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them. Right? Turn them against their own team or quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they're going to start to murmur and we might even hear a few boo birds.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They stick with Jacobs. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go. Shotgun now for Love. He puts some air under this one, deep right. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
So 4th down, here comes Daniel Whelan to send it flying for the Packers. And a fair catch made without incident, just inside the 25. No return on that punt. And the Saints will get set to take over. They send a tight end in motion. Carr off the play fake. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
That's a very quick trigger, and the hurry throw was much tougher to complete. He may have rushed that one thinking the pressure was just about to get to him in the pocket.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Back to the air, Carr. He's gonna loft one deep to the left. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. So now it's gonna be 3rd and long.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Gotta read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then you gotta react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
They kick the running back in motion. Carr throwing on 3rd. Taken in by Shaheed. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. That's the rookie from Texas A&M who took him down.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a 1st down.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they're going to take over possession. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Play fake, it's Love. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, look at this, here he goes. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Carl Granderson in on the tackle.
Just one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And he's brought down for a loss. So before they can get set and snap it, the clock runs out on quarter 1. 7-0 is our score. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They've got 3rd and 8. Takes the handoff, now Love. Rolling out to his left. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Typically, you call play action this early in a game, and you're not expecting sack. Right? Play action protections actually are some of the best, most sound protections in an NFL offensive playbook. Give some credit to the defense to break that play action pass down, put the 1st sack on the stat sheet.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. We've got a stoppage now. There was a player shaken up on that return, so we'll take a brief break as they tend to him. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. This is Alvin Kamara with it. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Devontae Wyatt finishing that play off. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Throwing his Carr. That's caught by Chris Olave. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Can I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
Kamara now on 1st and 10. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You can keep your job in the NFL as a D-tackle if you eat up space. You really can. But you make that bag when you can defeat blocks, penetrate, and create runs for losses as a defensive tackle.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Carr setting to throw. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Throwing on first down, it's Carr. Gets this one to Shaheed. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Up to the line, and they're set. First and 10. Running behind center with Kamara. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. It's the pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down now, 7 to go. They stay on the ground with Kamara. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4. Running back sent in motion. And no one had a shot at that. It's at the back of the end zone, incomplete.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
On 4th down, out comes the Saints field goal team and Blake Grupe. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Mickey-Tomney's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. It's Keyshawn Nixon with the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Now here comes the Green Bay offense. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Love. Hits him on the in route. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. They're set up at the 35 now. On 1st and 10, here's Love. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You know, when we watch Combine each and every single year, I hope you get good enough to understand as a football fan, watch the big guys' first 10 yards. Don't watch the ends and the linemen run 40. Watch their first 10 because that's the most critical. And that defensive end showed you right there the kind of explosive burst in the first few yards to get home for the big sack.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And defenders are there to get him at the line. That play wrapped up by Demario Davis. The Saints add a 5th defensive back here. 3rd down coming up. Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And he'll take this up to around the 29-yard line. We have a timeout here, second one taken by New Orleans. As they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. Daniel Whelan on the punt. They could really use a good one here. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Carr with it on first. And a man is there to knock that away.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Working out of the gun. It's Carr. Throw left side caught by Shaheed. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set. Carr now on 1st and 10. It is caught left side. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Throwing again, it's Carr. That's caught by Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Saints are going to have a first down. Offense up to the line fast. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It's a 34-yarder from that right hash. Mikatomny's kick is good. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. A final throw before the break. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So we've reached the end of 2, and it's the visiting Packers out in front. Now we'll head over to Orlando, Florida. Check in with Jonathan Coachman for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Reports. This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a one-point game here at halftime. This has been as much fun as you could hope for with both these teams in it to win it.
On the return, here's Mims. He stopped on the return at the 27. The New Orleans offense ready to get to work to begin this third quarter. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Looking to throw, Carr. Olave with the catch. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They kick the running back in motion. Looking to his fullback now. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Running right, it's Kamara. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Carr here from the gun. We've got a fumble pretty close to midfield. Packers pick it up. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
The Green Bay offense about to get started once more. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the 2nd half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every 1st down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 48. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. It's a 21-yard gain. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Running on 1st here with Jacobs. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. Second down now, 7 to go. Going run again with Jacobs. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Hey, even though that was an excellent run, I got to talk about the receivers here, Kate, because 9 times out of 10, you see a run like that in this league, 10 plus, you know those guys on the outside are doing their job, shining as blockers, keeping those defenders away from the back.
From the red zone now. Has it in close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Jacobs. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Give him 2 yards on the run, and that leaves them just inches short for 3rd down.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
Jacobs on 3rd and goal. And he's in for the touchdown. The Packers push their lead further to start the half. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. McManus on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers grow their lead to 8.
14, Saints 6.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Here comes Williams on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Here comes the Saints offense. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Carr. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Man in motion here. Carr throwing on 3rd. That's complete to Kamara. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball. Okay, hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
First and 10 from the 41. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Carr to the air now. Kamara's got it. Ooh, play didn't develop like he needed. He goes out behind the line.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Still sticking with the passing game. He's got Shaheed. He's got a gain of 6 there. Andrew and Cooper there to make the stop.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Carr back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
That's good for our Saints.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Motioning left is their running back. This is complete to Olave. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Saints' ball. They're down on the scoreboard, but things not out of hand yet. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Putting a receiver in motion. From the 37. Taken in by Shaheed. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Time and again, receivers would tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
Tight end in motion left. Throwing on first down, it's Carr. Short pass brought in. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 25-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Handoff headed right, Kamara. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Trying to throw here out of the gun. On target to Valdez-Scantling. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
They need the end zone here. They've got 4 chances at it. This is 1st and goal. They motion a receiver left. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Well, you call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, it kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
2nd and goal from the 9 here. Working out of the gun, it's Carr. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes, incomplete.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just gonna miss. You gotta shake it off and keep on firing.
Here's an important kick now for Blake Grupe. It's just a 26-yarder down the middle. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And that brings things a little closer here late.
This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Packers ready to run their offense back out there. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. Finds him over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
He's back to throw. That's caught for the 1st. And they're going to bring him down just as we've come up to the 2-minute warning. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Packers. Running right, here's Jacobs. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They're set up at the 35 now. Going to the ground again on first. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Handoff, running right, Jacobs. And he found a gap to take this down to the 28. The Saints call their third and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Jacobs running behind center. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. That one gains 7. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
That's a BYOB. You got to be your own blocker. It would have taken the entire defense piling on to stop him from getting that first down. Well done.
The Packers to a knee, letting the clock run out on this victory.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
A kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
After one final kneel down, partner, and this should do it. So it's the visiting Packers who pick up the win. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
Hey, Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game. It's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
With Brock Huard and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are your winners as we say so long from New Orleans.